got to get him used to it, man. He gonna be in here a lot. When you play Joe,
I had a double-double?
Yes.
Where they do that at? Man. Yeah, still. Yeah.
Questions for student athletes?
John Paul, you kind of talked a little bit about they like to be bullies and how to handle that. You kind of stood up to your words today.
Yeah, I think everybody, was ready to play, and there's no backing down in this league, and this was a testimony to it.
Did you guys see this as a game of toughness?
Yeah, no doubt. Kansas State's a tough team, one of, if not the toughest team in our league. And you have to be ready to play against K-State. There's no other way. They're bullies on the boards. They're just strong, tough guys. And if you're not physical and ready to play, then you have no chance of winning. So I think our guys did a good job in that aspect.
Did you ever feel like the game had a flow to it? There's so many whistles. Was that difficult to overcome, or did that help you guys in the second half?
Personally, I didn't even know it was a lot of whistles. A lot of times when it's a timeout or a foul, as long as it's not detrimental to the team, I'm happy because I get to get a rest. I don't know how those guys feel, but I didn't even notice, such a battle out there. We was just playing ball. We didn't notice the whistles, things like that.
John Paul, it's 49-41. You guys were down. You got 8 straight in about 90 seconds. And then a few minutes later, you had an 11-0 run within a minute or two. Talk about what happened in those 2 stretches. You went from way down to way up in a short amount of time.
I just think as a team, we pulled together, had each other's backs, knew we had the D up, and get crucial buckets and get the ball inside. And we stuck to the game plan. Didn't let the best offensive player get off, and we just played hard and went out there and executed the plays.
Keaton, usually free throws become prominent at the end of the game when you miss or make it, but your three free throws, did you feel that was getting you back in the game? You were down at 6, pulled it within 3, and then you guys hit a 3-pointer to tie it up just like that?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, personally, I wasn't shooting too good, just first half, and that's something Coach Ford's tried to get me to do a lot more was when I'm not into the flow of the game or my shots aren't falling, try to get to the free throw line. And I think that was off a Marshall kick out, and I just saw him leave his feet, and I just tried to get to the line and get going.
At the 9:08 mark, from that point on, that's when the big run started overall. Barry talked about the 2 smaller ones, but they combined for a huge run. Do you feel you got more aggressive on the offensive end because that's when you started to get to the line more, and that seemed to be the difference?
Your name's Keith.
Okay. Yeah, definitely. I think when we went on that run, we just got the crowd into it. And when you get the crowd into it here in Gallagher, a lot of momentum starts to spread, and that's what we did. And it picked up on the defensive end as well, and we just continued that lead. And like JP said, we just got crucial buckets and big stops late in the game.
How much concern was there for you, Keith? Because when you fouled out, there was still a lot of time left.
Yeah, I was disappointed I fouled out, but I have faith in the guys, and I knew they were going to stick to the game plan, and that's exactly what they did.
JP, this was your first Big 12 game ever. How was this different than any other game that you played before? Like this
more physical, the intensity of level play, and the all-around talent. You can't question that. And it was a big game. It was a good game for me, just like any other game. It was tough and competitive, and you want to leave with the W.
The big 3 came at the end of a shot clock. You'd gotten most of your points going to the basket tonight. What were your thoughts? We just think I got to throw something up because of the shot clock?
Nah, I just, I was trying to get to the cup. My shot wasn't falling earlier. I missed a couple of free throws. I was feeling a little, letting that get to me a little bit. But, I could have drove it to the basket, but I had a little faith in my jump shot tonight.
Your last 2 points, though, you did the little shoulder shrug. Was that in tribute to Michael Jordan's?
Nah.
It's kind of crazy when you just shrug your shoulder like that.
Nah, nothing like that.
JP, on your 3, how much do you and Marshall go out and just have 3-point shooting contests against each other and practice? Because he likes to brag that he can shoot.
shoot it too.
He absolutely can shoot it. I mean, he might show y'all that later on in the season.
Not if JP shoot like how he shot tonight, you won't get to see me shoot any threes at all. We'll stick to let JP do it.
Marsh, you've been around the block before. With 2 Big 12 road games
No.
next, it's early in the season for a must-win, but was this kind of must-win?
For us, yeah. If we would have lost, it's the beginning of the conference. It's always time to bounce back, get wins, get road wins. You know how conference goes. You've been around just as many times as I have. But for us, it was a must-win because we needed to be the top team. Not saying the teams that we've beaten in the past and before conference weren't good, but they weren't Kansas State. And I don't think we've played a team as good as Kansas State yet. I think it's safe to say that. And to beat a team like this, to prove to us that we can compete in this league, be a top 3 or 4 team in this league, and make it to the NCAA tournament, we needed this win for our own, the word. I don't know the word, but.
John Paul, talk about that. What does that do for you? Just what Marshall's talking about there. You guys needed that for you, and now you know.
I mean, we always known, but you need kind of like that little pat on the back, a good win to give you that extra. Yeah, you can do it. You can go out there and take care of business. And I think when we went out to Gonzaga, we just had a slip up and we weren't ready. And we knew tonight was a crucial point to show the world that we're not that team that played against Gonzaga. So for us, we came out, we played hard, and it feels good and it gives ourselves confidence.
Keaton, you and Marshall, you guys have been the scoring leaders most of the year. How much does it help when a guy comes out and hits for 20 or 21 like John Paul did tonight? How are you guys different as a team? You got 3 guys scoring.
Yeah, it has a big impact on us. I mean, I know for Marshall it helps him down low because they can't double as much. They can't dig with JP's man or my man. So, I mean, a performance like JP gave tonight, it's going to be on the scouting reports for other teams. They're going to have to watch out for JP and, like I said, relieve some pressure off other guys.
Oh yeah, I feel the same.
Hey, Ray had a rough shooting night today, but at the end of the game, he hits 8 big free throws for you down the stretch. Just kind of talk about him hanging in there.
Yeah, that's
Well,
tough.
what's a rough shooting night? He made all his free throws to win the game for us, and you got to shoot free throws last time I checked. So missing shots is part of the game, but I think Ray was a warrior, and he's a huge reason why we won the game tonight. He made every free throw down the stretch, and against good teams like that, you got to make free throws. Yeah. So he might have had a bad shooting night from the field, but I would say he shot pretty well because he won us the game. So.
How would you grade his performance against Pullen?
I think great. I think Jacob Pullen had 20 points, but he worked for every one of them. A lot of his buckets came in the first half. I think he had 11 at halftime. And the last 3 minutes of the half, if you guys watch the tape or whatever, Ray he just bowled up, as coach would say, and got tough. And in the second half, he made it tough for Pullen to score. Pullen made some tough buckets, but he's preseason Big 12 Player of the Year. He's going to score baskets. But I think Ray did a tremendous job tonight. Got the ball in his hands at the end of the game. Not only did he make free throws, but he didn't turn it over. We had 10 turnovers as a team tonight. That's really good, because the ball was in his hands a lot. So I would say that Ray had a really good game, defensively and offensively.
Everybody good?
Yes, sir.
Okay.